We are live. Hope everybody can hear. Watch your feedback. Hello, everybody. Oh man, sorry, we're dealing with a very. I'm soaking wet. Um, there's a bad storm right now in New Orleans, and it is very it's horrible. The roof started leaking. We got a bucket right now collecting all the water. Um,
We lost power at our house.
yeah, we lost power at our house.
Lightning struck a transformer right by where we live.
Yeah, I almost got hit by lightning, and I was very, very shooken up. But hey, we're here, so come hang out. Ask them. I can't even talk.
Ask some questions. Give me the iPad.
Hey.
Ask them. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if the power goes out or you hear some crazy noises, that's what that's all about.
Coming through the ceiling.
Kevin's talking to his landlord right now because it's leaking from the light fixture, and that's not good. So
All right. Appreciate it.
definitely need to
Bye-bye.
get that fixed up.
Came here from TikTok.
Cool. Heck
Thanks.
yeah. Y'all got some questions? Let us know. Our video is going to drop in an hour from now, and we're excited for y'all to see it. It is the scariest thing we've ever done.
Terrifying.
It is the scariest thing ever.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
First, let us know. Can y'all hear us?
Yeah,
So-
they can hear us.
Okay. Just want to make sure the audio is good.
Where are you from, Grizzly Rebel? They said it's storming where they are too.
Oh, you must be close.
Do y'all believe in Bigfoot?
What's our next investigation going to be about? I guess we could talk about the one that's dropping here in an hour.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about this investigation? I mean, we're about to drop it.
Yeah, I mean, you can tease it.
Okay. Scoot my chair a little bit closer.
You ain't got to put the mic so close. It's already high up. Well, take it away. Go ahead.
Glad to see you, Brad.
So we decided to do a paranormal investigation out in the woods of Louisiana because we found this secluded area of the forest where there are World War II bunkers. So we wanted to do our first recorded paranormal style investigation because up until that point we've been doing a bunch of cryptid style stuff. So we went out into the woods with our, our EMF readers and our spirit box, and we were trying to communicate with spirits. But something went horribly wrong, and what happened next, none of us were prepared for. I think that's all I want to say about it, but I was traumatized after that night. I know they were too, and the crazy stuff did not end after the cameras were off. That entire night, up to the point where I laid my head down to rest, was just bizarre. There's no explaining it. There's still things there's things in that video that we still cannot explain that chill me to the bone right now.
And we're just gonna straight up say this right away. We're no experts. We're not, you know, we're doing this solely for us and y'all.
Yeah, we just find this stuff very interesting. We've always had an interest for the paranormal, and recently for me and Blaine, the cryptid world. But there's a lot of people that are assuming that we're some sort of cryptid researcher or professionals, and we're definitely not. We're just here to have fun and do the stuff that we like doing and share it with everyone else. And these two are very great with the camera, very great with editing. So it's just like it's a love project.
Yeah, we do not claim to be professionals, and we do not recommend you go out into the woods at nighttime unless on your own time you just want to. But yeah, we're not professional cryptid researchers. We do this because we're passionate about this, not because we're trying to prove that this or that's real. Whatever you see and whatever is contained in our footage, it's up to interpretation. But for us, it's very, very real. These encounters were very real, and genuinely terrifying on our end for sure.
Kara said those things that y'all caught on the live, that was a crazy night. Yeah, it was crazy, and I'm so happy we went live so everybody could see that. I mean, I know it's different watching it on the phone versus being out there, and being out there, it chilled all of us to the bone.
Yeah, we had chill bumps and it was hot and sweaty and we were so freaked out.
Yeah, it was like 90 degrees and we were getting chill bumps. And our spiritual advisor actually said that going live probably saved our butts that night.
Russ said it's the Deadites.
It's the Deadites.
Evil Dead.
Oh. Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask us some questions. Let us know what y'all think. Y'all have any questions about the video that's about to drop? And if y'all don't mind, if y'all could just spam that love button or whatever, we like to see a lot of hearts up in here. I'm like soaking wet right now.
Do y'all believe in Bigfoot? What do y'all think's out in the woods?
Brad said that he does, like, just a few minutes ago.
Brad?
Yeah.
Brad, have you ever seen a Bigfoot? You ever seen a cryptid?
Yeah, so we actually found a whole lot of other stuff in that video whenever Kevin was editing it. A lot more than we really thought. We thought we only saw certain things close by the bridge, but it turns out they were there from the moment we stepped foot in the trail to the moment we left. So if you catch anything that we didn't, you can let us know. Would love to see it.
Yes, please. If y'all catch anything in this video that we missed, because there was just so much, stop the video and screenshot it, send it to us.
Please.
Whatever. We want to see everything. I mean, there was just so much footage. I recorded for literally like 2 hours out there, and I couldn't handle it enough. I was like, I'm ready to go. I cannot do this. I was freaking out. I was to the point where I was like, guys, this is the scariest thing we've ever done. Number one. Number two, I think we were all just ready to go.
Yeah, but it was hard to leave because we felt like that every bit of the thing that was out there was all around us, and we were scared to go back through the forest.
Dude, we were trapped. Literally on the bridge, we were trapped. It doesn't matter which way you went, we were trapped on that bridge. Because it was literally right in front of us, behind us, everywhere. And then when we we just went with our gut instinct, slowly started going out of the woods, going back to the car, and you can literally hear the footsteps. Keep in mind, we're using these mics. We don't have professional mics at the moment. I mean, when we get more money or whatnot, obviously we're going to upgrade our equipment. But the steps and the sounds that were coming behind me, because I was the last person in line, I was like getting chill bumps everywhere on my back. And it was the craziest feeling ever.
Grizzly Rebel asked, when is y'all's next live investigations, and to go live whenever we're doing it?
I mean, we have another video in the works right now. I don't think we're gonna talk too much on it until it's time, but it is the Honey Island Swamp, and actually, we looked on Facebook the other day, and Dana even shared a post from, you know how Facebook has a group of local area and everything. She shared a post where this woman commented and said, "Okay, who was on the road at 2:45 p.m.?" And they were like, they described this creature as being huge and like bipedal, and it was just standing in the middle of the highway, and it freaked this woman out so much she had to put it in a post on Facebook. And literally, you can go read the comments. It's all Honey Island Swamp Monster, Honey Island Swamp Monster, like the local legend.
A lot of people saw it too. It wasn't just one person.
A lot of people saw it.
Yeah, so there's definitely something out there. It's been terrorizing people since the early 60s. That was the first time it was ever documented. We've talked to many people that live out there on the bayou and camps that still complain about it. Something scary out there. So we went out there, we did an investigation, we did some interviews, and we did all we could to provide this next upcoming video that we're excited to bring to you guys.
No, I don't think that there was any photos taken of it. I think it just ran across the road, but a lot of people that were on the highway responded saying that they saw the same thing.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people always ask like, "Well, did you take a picture of it? Did you take a video?" And these things move so fast and your reaction time is just like you can't do that fast enough. I'll give you an example. When we were coming back from Birmingham, Alabama, I'm driving from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We're all just in the car just talking, and something so bright caught my eye from the corner in the sky, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is that?" Kevin looked at it, Lindsay looked at it, and it was just this huge metallic. It was kind of like a somebody if somebody was in the sky and they had a mirror, they were pointing it down at you. That's how bright it was, and it was like ribbon like, and it was cloaked in the sky, and this thing was bigger than an airplane. It had to have been like 50 feet from us from the highway too. And then 30 seconds, of course, it covered a tree covers it. So as soon as we come around the bend and it's like right behind the tree, it's gone in like a blink of an eye. It's just it disappeared. And I was like, guys, we literally just saw a UFO. That's insane. I mean, it happened so fast. I've told people this story, and they're like, "Well, you don't have pictures, you don't have video or nothing." It's like, no, dude, I'm driving. I can't just whip out my phone like that, and you're reacting to it.
We
It's
have a
like,
lot of questions.
all right, I'm sorry. Let's get to the questions.
First of all, hello to my sister. She's in the chat. Yes, we went live just for you, Brad. The next thing is Brad says, I've never fully seen a Bigfoot or anything like that, but we've heard the knocks, seen trees laying strangely, weird tree scratches, and things like that. I've seen proof of the paranormal, though. And Russ asks, what do y'all believe now?
What do we believe now?
Yeah.
I mean, what can you not believe? We done saw so much stuff. It's like,
I think there's not many things that I don't believe in these days.
Yeah, I mean, from ghostly apparitions to demonic presences to cryptids. I mean, in the past month, we've pretty much experienced it all, encountered it all. Our minds are extremely open right now, and we're open to all possibilities. When I first started this for me personally, I thought that cryptids were flesh and blood creatures, undiscovered Gigantopithecus, Bigfoot specifically. I'm now in the camp of I don't think it's interdimensional. But I do think it's supernatural. I think supernatural is a better way to describe it. Like I don't think these things are coming from outer space or anything like that. But there's something about them that's supernatural, paranormal, that defies, what like modern day science, and it kind of defies the laws of what we recognize as physics. They don't seem to obey the
hey,
same
Raylan.
laws of time. They don't seem to obey the same laws of light, gravity, speed. So that's why I personally think they're supernatural. But like the video we're about to drop, whenever we were filming those eyes, you can clearly see the eyes in the video, but it was so hard to keep up with the eyes because of how fast they were darting through the trees. And this creature was large, so the fact that something that big could move that
No,
fast.
it was multiple creatures.
And then there was a bunch of them, but I'm talking about the one we thought was the one in the very beginning, the one we were trying to follow with the camera. It was so hard to follow that thing because you got something 5 to 6 feet tall darting through the woods as fast as your eyes could move. I've never seen anything move like that. So it's another reason why I believe they're supernatural. There's no way a physical flesh and blood creature can move that fast. And that's precisely why we're trying to introduce to the cryptid research world, although we're not researchers ourselves, the fact that if you're studying these things from a flesh and blood perspective, you're not going to get far. I mean, there are people that have been researching cryptids their entire life that spend decades out in the woods trying to collect evidence, but they're trying to collect evidence of something real and physical. So that's why we're introducing paranormal devices to communicate with these things, because they are open to communication through paranormal means and supernatural means, and we're here to reveal that and show that to the cryptid world. And hopefully we can introduce a new concept to what people commonly think that cryptids are, undiscovered beasts living in the woods. I think it's kind of nonsense, to be honest.
Mandy Joe's your mom, huh?
That's Amanda.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda.
Stupid.
I mean, Amanda's right. They're used to the terrain, and we're not. So I mean, they can disguise themselves and cloak into anything, and just like disappear within a blink of an eye. I mean,
Kara asked what we think the last picture we shared was. Well, the picture we shared, Kara, was for subscribers only.
Let's be careful about what we say it is, though.
I know. We don't have,
We have sent that photo off to professional researchers who exclusively analyze photos and digital video. And what I've received back in a text this morning is it is completely unidentified. We don't know if it's a spirit, demonic entity,
A
Bigfoot,
mimic.
Dogman, a mimic. We've heard it all. I think we would be constricting like the flow of what it actually could be by defining what it is. But whatever it was out there, and there was a bunch of them, and the photo is utterly terrifying. And if you're a subscriber on Facebook, you can see it yourself. And I warn you, it is very disturbing.
Yeah, and if you have an idea of what you think it is, you can always let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think it is.
We post a lot of stuff that is not on any of our platforms, and if you would like to subscribe, we have a lot of stuff that,
This is subscribing on Facebook.
yeah, well, Facebook, we don't post publicly, exclusively for the subscribers only, and this is all evident. Well, not. It's all footage of what we don't know, the unexplained. And we have pictures, we're gonna have videos on there, and it's also a place where everybody can chat and feel comfortable and talk about whatever about this stuff.
Yeah, basically, the subscribers on Facebook, we're creating a community where we share exclusive content only. That'll be photos, that'll be videos, that'll be some clips from live, and we can all talk about it and share it together and basically create our own little, you know, cryptid
Community.
passion community. Yeah.
We are on all social media platforms. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook has the largest following right now, but we're on all of the social media platforms. So whatever you feel like following on, we just appreciate that you're here.
So the most common gripe you hear about skeptics is, well, if Bigfoot was real, or if Dogman was real, or cryptids were real, we would have this thing in a cage, or we would have stuffed taxidermy somewhere. And while there very, very well may be a taxidermied cryptid somewhere, I personally think that that's not actually true. Because again, I want to reaffirm the fact that I truly believe, and I think they do too, that these things are a supernatural, paranormal phenomenon. You're not dealing with some large, dumb ape out in the middle of the woods. So I think skeptics, they're fine. I appreciate skeptics. The world needs skeptics, but I think that skeptics should approach skepticism towards cryptids the same way they approach skepticism towards apparitions, ghosts, and the paranormal world. And that would be a lot comfortable of a meeting ground for people to actually make uh, some pioneering, forward moving steps in this world. If we're all going to try and expose, you know, the paranormal and cryptids and try and come up with evidence, and I think that we all need to have some sort of common ground agreement that we're not dealing with flesh and blood creatures here.
Uh, Thank you, Brad, for checking out my music and everything. Unfortunately, it's not a band no more. Maybe in the future I might join another band. Um, but yeah, I mean, went from band stuff to now being cryptid investigators. And honestly, I could say that this is very fun and entertaining. But do I miss playing music? Yes, I do miss playing music. Music will always be in my heart.
We do have night vision currently. One of our friends let us borrow his night vision like binoculars, but we do need heat sensing cameras. I do agree.
Thermal.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we're just starting this out. I mean,
We
we
literally just
we, we
started.
don't have equipment like other people do, and you know, we're literally going out there and capturing whatever we can. We're not staging anything. We're not, you know,
A lot of the times, nothing happens. And
Yeah,
it
a lot
makes
of
There
it
are a
times.
lot of times where nothing happens at all.
And
But we're all chickens too, though. Keep in mind, we're chickens. We're not
Yes.
big, bold, brave Bear Grylls out in the woods trying to poach a cryptid and try and prove that Bigfoot's real. That's just not what you're going to see on our channel. You're going to see three curious, passionate chickens out in the woods capturing exactly what we see and exactly what we're experiencing. And we have a background in cinematography, so we display it in a way that's aesthetic. That's literally what you're going to see. And who knows? I'm not going to reduce the future into nothing, but I will say there may be a point where we do find evidence. But that's not what we're out in the woods to do. We're out in the woods to capture what we capture, experience what we want to experience, to be curious. Life is full of mystery. We're embracing the mystery. We're embracing the strange. We're embracing the bizarre. And that is exactly what this channel is about. So if you know that life is more than what you were taught or conditioned to believe, and you know that life is a mystery, then come along with us. I mean, seriously.
Well,
It's going to be a
also,
wild ride.
on another note, I think we really need to say we have been growing on Facebook very rapidly, and the amount of hate comments is crazy. No, we don't let it get to us. I mean,
sweating.
it is what it is. I mean, in this realm and community of talking about cryptids and all that, you're gonna get hate. We understand that. We get it. But I definitely think we need to emphasize that what Kevin said. We're just out here poking around, capturing whatever we can, and we're just doing this for fun and for y'all and for us.
Yeah, that's things that Blaine has been saying too, Kara. Like, there's so much in the ocean that we have no clue what's down there. We've never even been there. So how can you even be a skeptic? They act like we've just. It's kind of arrogant to believe that you've explored and discovered everything there is in this entire universe.
To add to that, I don't think that cryptids are exclusive to location. Like a lot of people believe that in certain traditions that cryptids are exclusive to region. And again, I'm not affirming the fact that they're interdimensional. I'm affirming the fact that I don't think they obey the same laws of physics as we do. Therefore, location kind of gets thrown out the window if you look at them as supernatural or paranormal. So while it's we always say that there's so much just in North America, like the wilderness that has been completely undiscovered. And then when you think about South America and Europe, there's so much on this planet that has been undiscovered, and the oceans too. But I think that beyond that, I don't think I think that location is beside the point altogether, because there have been people to spot cryptids in the middle of a city. That's an example. I don't think that they just live out in the woods. I don't think that they're living out in the woods. I don't think that they're living. That's what I'm trying to say, in the traditional sense at least, where like a beating heart and breathing lungs. But they do have the power to affect the physical world the same way a poltergeist does. There are people that have poltergeists in their homes where stuff's falling off the shelves, cabinets are opening, closing, people get scratches on their body. They do have the power to affect the physical world. But that doesn't mean that they have a beating heart and breathing lungs. And I could be wrong about that. Maybe they are a giant beast out in the woods. But if they are a giant beast out in the woods, they do have supernatural abilities that are beyond comprehension, which is kind of cool, but also kind of terrifying. And that is exactly why we're chickens. The more we know, the more we're scared. And the more we know, the less we know.
Russ said that's why we're watching, because it's fun to see what happens when you chickens are out there instead of us. Hi, Karma. Is there anything crazy going on in Arkansas? Hi, John. What's up? Yeah, I think that a lot of people are scared to acknowledge a lot of things because it goes against everything that they've ever believed in and, known their whole life, and it could go against their, like, religious things as well. And
Although the Bible is very supernatural. Sorry, I
yeah,
wanted to add that.
no, it is. And so I feel like if you try and that's with anything though, that's not even with like paranormal or cryptid. If you try and tell anybody what they've known their entire life is not the correct way of living or thinking or anything, it's very offensive to them.
Yeah, Grizzly, we'll be getting a drone hopefully soon. I mean, we also need it for our footage because we would love to get like overhead swamp footage of everything.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But you have to be licensed and all that, so we're gonna have to go take classes, yada yada. You know how that goes. FFA doesn't like things flying in the sky.
Yeah, we'll get a drone and we'll trade in our Timu flashlights for maybe like some Target flashlights or something.
I'm sorry to be a broken record, but I'm really passionate about this lately. I think that the Bigfoot researchers that are out there that are trying to poach a Bigfoot so they can become famous, or the paranormal community completely overlooking the Bigfoot, I think both these parties and camps are missing the point altogether. I think there is a common ground, and if we can find the common ground, you would experience a lot more unity in this community. But from what we experienced in our brief little toes dipped in the pool, we get a lot of skepticism and hate from the Bigfoot community, because they tackle their skepticism from the standpoint of believing that we're out here trying to prove that Bigfoot's real, and that is extremely redundant and beside the point altogether.
Working on some contacts, like for people that have had sightings, I would appreciate that.
Thank you. That would be amazing.
Yeah, just send me a
Appreciate you.
message.
Let me ask you guys a question. Now I know I've rambled about
Yeah, you're the one.
the connection between the Bigfoot and the paranormal. I want to know what you guys think. Do any of y'all think this thing is like a Neanderthal, Gigantopithecus, an undiscovered large ape out in the woods? Or are you guys with me? You won't hurt my feelings. Do you guys think it's supernatural, or do you think it's some undiscovered large animal out in the woods. And if Bigfoot is a large undiscovered animal out in the woods, now you got to consider the Mothman, Wendigo, Skinwalkers. What about them? You know, is a Skinwalker an undiscovered animal out in the woods that supposedly can shapeshift and mimic human voices? What about the Mothman? Is a Mothman an undiscovered flying giant black man flying through the sky?
I'll tell you what is crazy though. You just had a tiny frog jump in your boot. I just saw it.
No way.
I'm so serious.
Living in Louisiana is a struggle sometimes. We got our roofs leaking, our power grids exploding, frogs in our boots.
What?
I think he's in the other boot. Yeah.
You're kidding me, bro. Are you seeing things?
I'm so serious.
Are you
Jesus,
seeing
I have to
things?
answer a question.
Put it in the camera.
Are you seeing things?
I'm so serious. It was on the door.
Oh, wait, I see it.
Look, he's right there.
How did you see
it's
that?
It's so tiny.
How did you even see that?
Get him for the camera. Get him for the camera.
It's so tiny. You don't need to pick that up.
I'm not gonna,
Anyways.
I don't want to hurt him.
We
Yes.
got frogs in here.
Pepper's probably going to eat it, though. I probably need to put it outside. My cat will eat that thing.
Brad
All right.
asked if we plan on doing any strictly paranormal investigations, and that is a yes. We were very kind of hesitant towards this in the beginning, but it was really fun, and we've been doing it like on our own without recording it. And we're going to try and hit up some local haunted things in the future for sure.
Yes, we do plan on doing paranormal investigations about ghosts and stuff like that, but broken record time, that's exactly what I've been trying to say, though. I think Bigfoot investigations are paranormal investigations. I'm going to say it boldly and loudly and probably 3 more times before the end of this live. But the traditional ghost paranormal investigations, we do have some coming up, and we are kind of toying with those ideas, and we probably will be doing some in the future, future.
I mean, this video that's about to drop in 30 minutes is basically a paranormal investigation.
Gone super wrong.
Very wrong.
Very, very, very wrong.
What? I can almost
So wrong.
tell when they don't use real ghosts in movies. I'm sorry, that just made me laugh. And John said that the contacts are going to be about paranormal stuff. That's John, you live in Alexandria still, right? I've heard a lot of weird stuff. People have been mentioning that area in our Facebook, like, comments.
I'm
Evan,
scared.
Did you talk to Jeremy Leonard?
Yeah, I did. So, am I allowed to? You think I should talk about this on live? Or is that kind of like a sensitive topic? What do y'all think?
Well,
Jeremy did contact me, and
well, just be brief.
yeah. So basically, Jeremy said there's a family out in the Louisiana area close by us who is having some paranormal encounters and activity on their property, and they're just really scared and worried, and they want to hire an investigation team to figure out what's going on and collect evidence. I spoke with the owner of the property. She's about to get back with us, but they're experiencing something on their property that's very disturbing and it's scaring them, and they just need us to go out there for them and collect some evidence. And we are overly qualified for doing that, so we will be doing that in the future. And if they're kind enough to let us film it, which we're going to have to anyway if they want us to collect evidence, we might just have to cut them off camera or distort their voices and blur their faces. That will be coming soon.
And this video is about 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
45 seconds long.
45 minutes long, and it will have your heart racing very much. And we've had a lot of comments saying the music. Yeah, we get that. We get it. But on the other hand, we are cinematographers. We love to make everything look basically like a movie.
Yeah, this isn't a vlog.
It's in a professional way, and also this video that we're about to drop, we cut out a lot of music, so it is straightforward.
So there you go. You're welcome.
Straightforward.
We cut out a lot of music.
Straightforward, uncut, raw. It's gonna shake you to the bone.
We're hoping to like start traveling soon, hopefully, to go to different places. So if we ever are up there by y'all, we would definitely love to hang and investigate some stuff for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when we get to the point where we can like travel and do this for a living and everything, then by all means hit us up and we'll go grab coffee if we're in your town. I mean, we'd love to talk. We'd love to interview, whatnot, you know?
We'll go shopping and drink coffee.
We'll go to the mall.
We'll go to the mall.
Get our pedicures.
We'll go to the club. We'll go to the club.
I haven't been to the club in like 5 years.
Go to the bookstore. The cryptid bookstore.
Yeah, we are gonna investigate more cryptids. That's like what we started doing. We're never gonna stop.
We will never stop investigating cryptids. You hear me? Never.
But being in New Orleans, this is the most haunted city in all the world.
Entire
Yeah,
universe.
We just have so much. You walk outside and there's a haunted building, so why not investigate it?
This chair's haunted that I'm sitting on.
I think you're haunted.
Blaine's haunted.
Don't believe me? Screenshot the live a couple times. You'll see some orbs floating around the chair.
You sure it's not just your hair?
My hair's haunted. My mind's haunted. My head is a haunted house.
Kara and Brad want to investigate real bad, just one time.
Good luck.
I'm more of a beer guy myself.
Which
Yeah, I love beer
yesterday.
too. I'll tell you a little bit about me, I guess. I used to go out to the clubs and drink a lot and used to party a lot, and ever since I stopped doing that, it's kind of crazy because you wash out your mind with the alcohol and partying, whatever. And when you stop doing all that stuff, you tend to see so much more in life that you would have never thought you could see ever. And it's changed my life for the better. I mean, have I stopped drinking? No, I drink on the weekends every now and then, but I mean, shoot.
Not even that.
He's
Maybe
got weekday clarity.
Maybe like once a month.
Yeah, I used to drink every day. I got to a point where it was like, all right.
Yes, please come to New Orleans and visit again.
What he's saying is alcohol numbs your nervous system. Your nervous system is your capacity to feel and experience, and your nervous system is also attached to your sixth sense. If you numb that, you numb your sixth sense. So obviously, if you get sober, your sixth sense becomes stronger.
I forgot where you said you were from, Grizzly Rebel, but that would be so nice.
Grizzly Rebel.
Man, I can't wait for y'all to see this video. I mean, we went back and watched the whole thing last night, and we were like
I was like tapping my feet, tapping my hand.
the flashbacks came and just everything. And honestly, halfway through, I was like, all right, dude, like I got to step away for a moment because it was just intense.
So there's a phenomenon that I don't hear talked about a lot, and I'd like to mention it real quick. Surrounding cryptids, and it was totally going on out there, and I believe some of it was captured in the camera. So these cryptids, I do believe, are predatorial, and I do believe they're predators. And in nature, when there's predators, they have the ability to emit that thing called infrasound, where it's like an ability that most predators, like tigers and lions, have the ability to do, and it's an inaudible growl that you can't hear with the human ear, and it sits roughly at the 17 to 19 hertz range. But that frequency, you can't hear it with your ears, but it makes your body feel fearful, dreadful, anxious. And watching that video back last night, I don't know if the cameras have the ability to pick up 16 to 19 hertz, but some of that fear we were feeling is captured in that video. And you can feel dread and anxiety throughout the duration of the entire film, especially midway through. But yeah, look it up, Google it, infrasound, it's a real thing. Predators in nature do release this frequency between 17 to 19 hertz that fills the prey's body with dread, fear, and anxiety. It'll induce sweating, vomiting, nausea, dizziness, blurred vision. It's a real thing. And I believe cryptids can do that.
Russ asked, what kind of places are y'all finding the most activities? It seems like y'all are around water a lot. I don't know if that is like a coincidence, that because we're around water almost every single second of our lives down here, but it does seem like a lot more weird stuff goes on whenever we're around a body of water. And I don't think that's like by mistake, because I feel like water carries paranormal energy and energy in general.
I mean, we also used the necrometer in Honey Island Swamp on the river, and we got a lot of action and a lot of responses.
In the middle of the water, in the middle of the river, in the middle of the swamp, with nobody around. It was pretty cool.
Let me talk on the mic. So when people think cryptids, a lot of people immediately go to the Pacific Northwest, land by the lakes, and things of that nature. But not a lot of people realize that Louisiana is possessed with cryptid activity. There's cryptid activity everywhere, and you don't have to look far to find it. Go immediately out into a small patch of woods, and you're going to get something.
If they are predators, what's the prey?
What did they say?
If they are predators, what's the prey?
I think they're just curious.
Well,
Water is a conduit.
prey. So I believe they probably eat
Pepper is a cryptid.
deer, wolves, if they eat at all. When I say prey, I don't mean prey in a traditional sense. Like, I don't think they're hunting us down to kill us or anything like that. I don't think they're hunting deer to like eat deer. I don't think they're hunting wolves to eat wolves. I don't even think they obey the laws of having like a stomach or needing calories. I don't think it works that way. However, I do believe they have the capability and power to hurt things. I think they have the capability to knock trees down and kill things. There haven't been a lot of recorded, documented, historical evidence that any humans have been harmed or hurt by them. I mean, there's a lot of speculation, especially that infamous Dogman story by the Land by the Lakes, where you had that whole family that was supposedly massacred by a dogman. That's still up to speculation, though, but there's a lot of bizarre circumstances surrounding that whole case. So when I say prey, I guess what I mean is that anything that it's stalking, like I don't when I say prey, I mean anything that it's following through the woods, stalking through the woods, antagonizing through the woods. I mean, they're aggressive. They might not be out there trying to kill us, but they are very aggressive. They're running at you, they're charging at you, they're throwing stuff at you, they're watching you with like maniacal intent. I mean, it's, you know, I don't necessarily think they're trying to hunt us and eat us or anything like that.
I think that they just harm things and people whenever they feel threatened. And I don't even know if you can threaten them, but it probably just makes them mad.
John said he thinks they can prey on energy as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yes, they can prey on energy. I think they feed on fear almost. At least in my personal experience, I've noticed that, especially at this video you're about to see. After that encounter was over with, we were so drained when we got in that car and drove away. I couldn't even talk. Like, a word couldn't even come out of my mouth.
That is the cryptid hunter. Oh, here you go. Here's a question for you. What is Family Dollar MGK's opinion? What is Family Dollar's MGK opinion about the most spookiest cryptid? Oh, he's gonna get
Blaine,
close.
read the name out loud of who asked that question.
Swamp Dragon Tattoos.
Oh, okay. All right. What was the question again now?
It was, what is Family Dollar MGK's opinion about the most spookiest cryptid?
Let's see what Family Dollar MGK has to say about the spookiest cryptid.
Probably be a Wendigo.
Well, the only reason why I would say it's not a Wendigo is because I interviewed a family that encountered a Wendigo, and they said it was more peaceful than evil. They act accordingly to the same rules as the Mothman does. They act as an omen to warn you of things that are going to occur that could potentially be devastating or bad. So a lot of people think that the Mothman is bringing bad things, but I don't believe that. I think they're there to warn you, or they're just act as some sort of like virtuous omen to warn. So I'm not going to say the Wendigo. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, I think it's got to be skinwalkers, because, you know, we have so much footage of Bigfoot, and by us, I don't mean like us three, although we have some documented quote unquote evidence, but I'm talking about just like globally. We've had so many sightings and encounters and footprints and photos and videos. You can dispute them all day, but
I mean, dude, we saw...
Skinwalkers are still very misunderstood, but right now we're very interested in the Rougarou, which is the Bayou Cajun werewolf. But I think that the Rougarou and the Dogman are the same thing. I think they're two different names for the same thing.
Yeah, John just mentioned Chupacabra, which we think is kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So it seems like the most aggressive ones tend to be these tall cryptids with like canine-like faces that are like stringy hair, stand upright, but they can run on all fours. So to me, I think that's the most terrifying, because a lot of the most aggressive cryptid stories are coming from these werewolf-like creatures, whatever you want to call them.
Brad said, I honestly don't think the Bigfoot is evil/bad. I think they just want to be left alone and are very territorial. I agree to that.
Yeah.
But I will say, going back to a skinwalker,
I kind of disagree though. Continue.
we have a picture posted of, I believe is a skinwalker, and you can see it. It's right next to a trailer, and it's about 8 foot tall.
He's probably
It's
in the chat.
it's a slender body, and it's very like long hand, and it's crazy because even in the image.
subscriber only Facebook page. You have to keep saying that because it's not public.
Oh yeah, that's true. But the image of this thing is so creepy and disturbing, and you can tell from its face it has like tentacles coming out the front. It's so freaky.
I think the scariest thing is demons, and I think everything's demons. No, I don't actually think that.
Did you say that, or is someone saying that?
I said that. No, I'm just saying the picture that I took that's also unfortunately in the subscriber only chat. But I will send it to you if you want to look at it. I accidentally took a picture of a demon.
Like the whole idea of like mimics and skinwalkers and rakes still terrify the crap out of me. I mean, yeah, I said the Rougarou and wolf-like creatures, but I think skinwalkers are still very misunderstood. And there's a lot of traditional folklore, and people want to be exclusive to tradition and think that skinwalkers have to be some sort of how does the story go? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's some sort of like Native American shaman that used their magical abilities for bad, and they were cursed to be hideous and have black magic abilities or whatever it is. I'm sorry. Like I said, we're not professionals here, but that just doesn't make sense to me. I think that cryptids are not exclusive to culture. Like the other day, I was at a coffee shop, and this guy got mad that I was talking about the Bigfoot, and he corrected me. He was like, "Oh, you mean the Sasquatch?" And he goes, "If you want to talk about the Sasquatch, you have to be very aware of the Native American background of that." And I said, "Well, hold up. I kind of agree, but at the same time, Bigfoots are not exclusive to Native Americans. They're not exclusive to one culture or the next, and I don't believe skinwalkers are either." There's been a lot of controversy in the comment section of Instagram about how you can't remove skinwalkers from their cultural context, and I'm going to push back, and I did push back and say I think you can. I don't think they're exclusive to culture. I think that they supersede cultural tradition. I mean, we're talking about supernatural beings here. How can you define something supernatural by a cultural tradition, something rigid and dogmatic? You can't. So by that very logic, these things are so misunderstood and still unknown compared to like Bigfoot and spirits and ghosts. So I think skinwalkers are terrifying too. Mimics, rakes, all that crap.
I do want to emphasize, thank y'all so much. We're not ending it yet, but thank you so much for y'all's love and support, because we've been getting so much hate for this stuff. It's crazy. And it's like we're just out here, we're curious people. We want to enjoy the community and what goes on and what lies in the woods, or, paranormal in houses. I mean, we've been in New Orleans our whole life. Well, I have. They're from Alabama. But, this it's legendary. I mean,
Grizzly Rebel said that he lived in New Mexico and heard skinwalkers on his ex's native land. I'm very curious as to know what these things sound like. And where was the comment? Kara said, if they were truly exclusive to Native American culture, you wouldn't have the Yeti and other creatures in other countries, etc.
Exactly, precisely. But that those are the people that are trying to approach these things from a scholaristic perspective and treating it as exclusive mythology, and which is okay and all, but I think that those things can run a little bit dogmatic if we're trying to debate camp versus camp, scholaristic camp versus actual believer camp. A lot of times it's hard for those two camps to coincide. So there's a lot of tension and pushback in our comments right now just from that alone. There being the skeptics and scholaristics versus the actual true diehard experiencers and believers. So, but a lot of times when people that are scholaristic, if they have an encounter and they have an experience, a lot of times
Thank you, John.
They out of here?
No. I'm just saying they're just being very nice.
Aw. First they're sour, then they're sweet.
Grizzly Rebel said that the skinwalkers can mimic and scream for help and shapeshift. And that's kind of weird because I feel like we had a mimic experience in this new video coming up a couple of times.
Yes.
It was mimicking me specifically.
It was copying us.
At the end of the video,
which you'll see,
you will hear this sound, and it got picked up on live. Everybody heard it, and we also have the comments flashing throughout the video, and it's clear as day. It sounded like a lady crying. It sounded huge,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just off in the distance, and we got spooked out and freaked out. And also, there are things that you don't remember when we didn't even hear it in person, but our audio picked it up.
So yes, so EVP, the electronic voice phenomenon, that is another reason why we're starting to consider our heavily doubling down on our belief that these are supernatural beings, is because we're even getting electronic voice phenomenon in our cryptid encounters, where these are things that we're not actually hearing live time while we're out there, but upon playing the audio back, you clear as day and even louder than us, and it is so bizarre, it'll give you goosebumps. So we're getting EVP, we're getting photos, we're getting videos. I mean, y'all let us know what y'all think it is. We're trying to save our butts and protect ourselves by not telling you what it is, because that's just, it's just,
It causes too much controversy.
way too much controversy. And we're not trying to stir the pot here. We're trying to do what we love. So y'all let us know what y'all think. It's spooky, though. And a lot of people on Instagram were like asking us, how do y'all sleep at night? And then I want to address that right here, right now. We don't.
I tell you what, after that first
We don't.
after that investigation on the video we're about to drop, it was very hard to sleep
Yeah,
that
bro.
night.
Bro, I ain't slept in weeks.
We locked our doors and everything when we got home, which we should be doing anyways, but
I'm going to lock the door now.
we locked the door
Oh,
twice.
Kevin, you should also talk about what happened when you left our house. And we don't even have this on film because he left the house and we just got done recording, just got done going out in the woods, and he literally left our house, and you can take it away.
Well, this story is only going to carry gravity if you've seen the full video. That's why I'm hesitating on telling you this story. But
Well, they're all going to see the full video after this, I'm sure.
Mind you, this was a full moon as well.
maybe next time we go live, I'll tell the story.
I think
What do y'all
you should
think?
tell
Do y'all
it
think
now.
I should tell it now? Or do you think I should wait till next time we go live until after y'all see the video? Up to y'all.
If we get 5 yeses, we'll tell it.
We already got 2 from Kara and Brad.
They're amazing.
Swamp Dragon says tell it.
That's one. That's one.
Brad says next live.
Uh-oh.
He proved me
Okay,
wrong.
there we go. There we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go. We got our next live. There we go. Okay. Patience is a virtue, Brad.
2 yeses.
That's the same person. You can't say that as 2.
One.
They cheating. Oh, we need to put a time constraint to this, okay? So 10, 9, 8,
Okay, hold on. We have 1,
7,
3 yeses, 2
6.
no's.
5, 4,
All right, some people are saying let's watch the video
3.
and then tell it on the
Thank
next
you.
live.
2.
Yeah, let's do the next
All
one.
right. Next live, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. He says I like having context.
Thank you, patient people. People are so impatient.
Swamp Dragon says I'm gonna cry about it.
I already have cried about it.
If y'all have pets, your pets are gonna freak out watching this video too. It's gonna be creepy. Y'all gonna be locking y'all doors tonight.
Your pets are going to be locking your doors tonight. That's how scared they're going to be. Your pets are going to grab the doorknob and click the thing.
I thought it was funny whenever we were actually on live in the woods, and there was this girl in our chat who got freaked out because her dog started barking at the door during like the most insane part of us like freaking out at the end of the live. It scared the crap out of her. Get ready to watch the race. Whatever, John. Thanks for coming. See you later.
The
Real
race.
quick.
I don't know. He's into boat stuff. That's probably what he's talking about.
That's your friend John.
Yeah.
I want to address something right quick before the live ends, because how many minutes do we have before the live ends?
We have about 10.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll make this quick. As goofy as we are, we're chickens. We're not professionals, but I do want to reiterate what we're doing, if you are a believer, is very dangerous. There's a phenomenon called hitchhikers. You go out into the woods, you're talking to spirits, you're messing with paranormal phenomenon, and you have these things following you around, watching you. You have these things called hitchhikers. They will try and follow you home. You do have to have proper opening and closing ceremonies, which we are taking necessary precautions after we had something following me home from Evergreen. It attached to me, and it made my life a living hell for like a week. Luckily, we got that taken care of. I'm fine now. We're good. But it was eye opening to know that this isn't just going out into the woods and making sounds and hooting and hollering. You actually are putting yourself at risk. If you stare into the abyss will stare back and things will attach to you. It's called hitchhiking. And it's a very common thing in the cryptid community. In fact, one of the most popular cryptid researchers, David Paulides, sorry, Woodbooker, talked about the hitchhikers were cryptid researchers notoriously known for having things follow them home, attached to their family, attached to their house, attached to their equipment, and bother them until you assert authority over it and take necessary precautions to get rid of it. They're called hitchhikers. So if you guys ever heard of that, it's a real thing. It's not. It's dangerous being out in the woods at nighttime for a multitude of reasons. Multitude of reasons. But,
if only Bigfoot would hitchhike, right?
bruh, across the country with a little knapsack.
Swamp Dragon said I had a hitchhiker. It's no joke. It really is
It's
no
no
joke.
joke. There are entities out there that you cannot see with your physical eyes that will try to attach to you. They will attach to your nervous system. They can affect your nervous system. And if they can affect your nervous system, I mean, the imagination's the limit on how they can affect your body, mind, spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, Russ. And
Love you.
hopefully we'll be going to Denver soon, and we'll come see you, bud.
Monster party in Denver.
And we'll try to tag along Kevin as well, and we'll just all go party in Denver and go up to the mountains and get sick because we can't handle the oxygen levels.
And go looking for Bigfoot.
We're gonna throw up on Bigfoot.
I mean, last time me and Lindsay went to Denver, Colorado, going from literally seafloor level 0 to like 25,000 feet, going to a plane, and then driving all the way up to the highest mountain and coming all the way down. Me and Lindsay were passing out, dude. We had to get oxygen cans and everything. Like,
I've heard there's some crazy stuff in North Carolina too. Swamp Dragon said I'll have to tell Opus about the poltergeist in my mom's house.
I want to hear every last detail of the poltergeist in your mom's house. That stuff's real. Growing up, my family had a brief poltergeist in their house. My dad was an antique collector. Let's just say he brought these antiques home, and the very minute he brought these antiques home, their entire lives would turn upside down for weeks until eventually he got rid of them, and then things cleared up. But during the duration of having those antiques, my parents weren't very, they weren't like spiritual believers in the paranormal and stuff, so that's why the antiques stayed around as long as they did. They did not associate the paranormal phenomenon with the antiques, nor did they even believe that it was paranormal phenomenon until they started waking up and seeing things stand over them. They were too scared to go to sleep. The house would have really bizarre activity and strange smells, and they had a sense of dread all 24 hours of the day. They eventually got rid of the antiques.
Jesus Christ, Blaine.
I mean, poltergeists are real things. They can attach to people. They can attach to objects. They can attach to equipment. They can attach to cars. They can attach to whatever the heck they want to attach to. But there has to be some sort of a voluntary or involuntary invitation, which can get really tricky. And there's a lot of gray area because there's a lot of things that can fall into the category of involuntary invitation.
Oh, you thought I was trying to talk?
Yeah, I did.
I almost blew into this because I like blowing on the thing, but that was a really terrible idea to do.
Just saying thank you to a spirit can invite the spirit in.
Yeah, that's very true. Never say thank you.
Never say thank you to a spirit. Even if they are coming to you and you think you're channeling a dead loved one, your grandma's whispering they love you in your ear.
There you go.
Just take precautions when you answer back. Something called your name? No, it didn't. There's a reason why that rule exists. That rule is not about the Bigfoot. It's about anything paranormal or supernatural. Those rules sound crazy, but they're real, and they're, they're spiritual protective mechanisms that were integrated into,
Swamp Dragon says it was attached to me through an old lady I thought my sister and I were speaking to one night in the baby cemetery I told you about.
Yes. Let me read that comment.
The very bottom.
It was attached to me through an old lady I thought my sister and I were speaking to one night in the baby cemetery I told you about. So, yes, the entities that will attach to you, They're tricksters. They always introduce themselves as friends, or they just want to help, or they just want to give you advice, or they just want to help you do this, help you do that, or they're friendly. They're always friendly at first. True friendly spirits aren't going to be in cemeteries trying to communicate with you. They're not going to be in the woods in the middle of the night trying to be all buddy-buddy with you. It's always those spirits that are trying to help you out that are going to turn on you at some point. And if you allow them to help you, that is the invitation. So, it's real. It sounds bizarre. It sounds wacko. Put me in a straitjacket. It's real.
And our video is about to drop in 5 minutes, y'all.
5 minutes.
5
I hope
minutes
you're ready.
alone.
I hope your Bluetooth party speakers hooked up real loud so you can hear all these noises.
Oh man, it's gonna be a wild ride.
Well, it's been real. We enjoyed talking to you guys. We appreciate y'all for being here. And we can't wait for you to see the video.
We'll end it in 2 minutes.
How
But
about 3 minutes?
How about 4?
How about 4 minutes and 35 seconds?
everybody's ready. Hell yeah. We can't wait for y'all to see this. This is crazy. I mean,
We got it pulled up on our computer monitor over here.
yeah, we got it pulled up on the computer. We're gonna watch it with y'all again. Have flashbacks again.
One more thing. So to get back to this video, the entire reason why we're here to begin with, like we were born just because of this video. That's what that sounded like. We were bored. I was here at home by myself. They were at home just chilling. He called me and he was like, we were just talking on the phone. We had no intention on doing anything that evening. He goes, hey man, why don't we just go out into the Bell Chase woods and just kind of make a little quick video? We had no idea anything was going to happen this evening. We were just going to mess with the spirit box and the EMF and just see if we can communicate with some World War II spirits. But we did not expect this. None of us expected this. It just gets so weird and so bizarre that we were all caught off guard, obviously. And watching the video brings back memories. That video is very hard for me to watch. And I hope it's not as hard for you to watch as it is for me. And I still hope you enjoy it.
All right, thank y'all everybody for tuning in. I mean, we're gonna watch the video with y'all. Hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, everything. It helps us out so much, and we can't wait to see what the future holds to give y'all. I mean, this is fun. We love doing this. We love having y'all around. I mean, y'all are part of our team.
We're on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and this one right here, YouTube. And on Facebook, you can send us stars and you can subscribe to us and all that fun stuff if you care to do that.
And we will be releasing a Bigfoot altcoin in 2027.
All right, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Do I have to say bye?
Bye, y'all.
It's time.
We are now closing this communication. Thank you.